Hey guys! Hey everybody! I missed y'all so much. Hey everybody! Auntie was reading, honey. I'm talking about, what a read, guys. How's everybody doing? Hey, Madison! Oh my God! Look, King made it. Paula, Tasha, India. Hey India. Roxana. Hey Roxana. Kay. What's Where my moderators at? My moderators in here? Hey, sis. Hey, Reese Pieces. Where my moderator at? Okay, there go my sis. Okay, sis, you already a moderator. I couldn't add you and say remove you. I don't know why. Barbie, was your moderator for the night? Y'all names. Oh, goodness. I be trying to remember. This been going on for so long. Hey, sweetie. Hey, mama. Hey, Lakeisha. Okay, guys. So, first off, me and YouTube had a talk. So now my superstar stickers are showing back up like they supposed to. So y'all can start back sending my superstar stickers back to here. Barbie, are you a moderator? Or is it Barbie? Is it Barbie? I think it's Barbie and Danielle. Okay. Oh, cats, I didn't go to my P.O. box. I didn't. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go tomorrow. I promise you. I see you, Quan. Hey, baby. I was trying to get your name, but I wanted to make sure I got my moderators in here before trolls started popping up and being disrespectful. I needed somebody, you know. Look at Mastermind. Big DJ to my sneaking in the back. Look, see? Already. Okay, so I made you a moderator. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. I had some things going on with the family. I had to attend to that first, but I got that out the way. And then I went down to Savannah, you guys. As you can see on some of the videos that I posted, I went down to Savannah to find out some of the creepy shit that goes on down there. And let me tell y'all. Y'all thought Lake Lanier was fucked up. Savannah's way more fucked up, if you ask me. If it's on a scale, Savannah got that shit. Please believe Savannah got that shit. See, because here in Atlanta, we have Lake Lanier, right? Hey, Chevy, we got Lake Lanier. That's, you know, a whole fucking city, town up under the fucking lake. That's what we got, right? And it's under the lake, right? Savannah pull some poltergeist shit. You understand what I'm saying? They pull some real poltergeist shit. Like, Savannah don't give a fuck if you know either. They pulled some real poltergeist shit. So basically what they did was their cemetery was big as fuck. Like huge. Like maybe 7 blocks big. You get what I'm saying? And because they wanted to develop in that area, these motherfuckers moved the headstones and left the bodies. They moved the headstones into the cemetery, the new little square little cemetery that they made smaller. They moved all the headstones and crammed that shit into the cemetery and was like, boom, here's your loved ones. Left all the fucking bodies where they are. So there are whole fucking houses, apartments, streets, parks, all that shit on top of dead fucking bodies. They pulled some real poltergeist shit, y'all. Y'all thought Atlanta was fucked up? No. Savannah pulls some real poltergeist shit. They don't give a fuck if you know. I got a whole book about it. They don't give a shit if you know, like, yeah, we moved the headstones, and what? Yeah, we built on top of the bodies, and what? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck who knows. It's a part of the tour. Y'all, I was blown when that man said that shit on the tour. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like, maybe I heard this wrong. Maybe I fucking heard this wrong. And then he said it again. And I was like, Bay, did I hear that wrong? And Bay is our eyes this fucking big looking at me like, did you just hear that shit? Like, did you really just say all this shit we riding on this tour right now and all the shit we been walking on all day? Is there bodies up under that shit? Yes. So, okay, I'm going to tell y'all how this shit got crunk. So, from my research and what I heard and what I talked to people I talked to down there, so basically back in the day, around like 1700s, 1800s, fucking a fire hit Savannah that burned out 3/4 of Savannah, killing a lot of people, right? Then after that, a fucking flood came behind it, right? And the flood water sat and shit. And what happened when water sit? Fucking mosquitoes. So this shit bred mosquitoes that had diseases and gave everybody fucking yellow fever. Like, yeah, yellow fever. And in Savannah, they call that shit the devil disease. Now I'm gonna let you know why they call it the devil disease is because this shit killed off 666 people in one fucking week, people. Not a month, not a year. 1 week, 666. That number exactly. 666 people died from yellow fever. So many people was dying in overwhelming numbers that they had to just bury these folks, like burn, bury, do whatever they can fucking do. That's how the cemetery got big as shit, right? Because all these folks was dying, like damn near 3/4 of Savannah was just dying off from this shit, right? So now we got to bury them in the cemetery that we got built already ain't gonna hold these other 8,000 fucking bodies we trying to bring in, so we gonna expand the cemetery. And that's what they do. They expand and they put all these fucking bodies out here in the ground with little headstones and everything, and here's your family member. Right. And then some big shot coming to town around like 1900s. He like, shit, I want all this space and I want to put my shit here. And they like, well, it's a cemetery. I don't give a shit. I still want to put all my shit here. So he gives them money and they get the fucking headstones up. Grab all the headstones, throw them bitches into the little bitty goddamn cemetery that they had to begin with, paved over all them dead bodies. I'm talking about concreted the shit out of all them dead folk. Concrete that shit, put roads on top of them, buildings, houses. That's why so many places in Savannah is haunted, because yeah, because all them dead fucking bodies is under the street, guys. Like, we ain't talking about, like, maybe 6 bodies. No, baby. No. We talking about, like, damn near 500,000 bodies. 250,000 bodies or some shit. Under the fucking ground, people. And the slaves that came in, yeah, they went right on under the street. Yeah, it was, yeah, crazy as shit, right? And we thought Lake Lanier was fucked up. Oh no, they hide that shit over here in Georgia. What? I didn't know it was a town under there. Shit, Savannah like, join our tour. We'll tell you about the city on top of the dead. They ain't bullshitting. They'll let you know. Anybody ever seen that movie, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil? Yeah, Good and Evil. You ever seen that movie, John Cusack? That's where it was filmed. Down there. So guys, y'all thought Lake Lanier was fucked up. Yeah, I went inside the outlet. It was alright. Yeah, and also, y'all remember when I was climbing those stairs to go see Aurora, the palm reading lady? Well, I found out that, well, when I got back to the hotel and I Googled her, I found out she didn't open until like maybe 30 minutes after we left, which was like, whatever. But what I did find out is, y'all remember them steep ass stairs I was climbing? I kept saying, God damn it, like I'm gonna break my neck. Y'all remember them stairs? Y'all remember when I was telling y'all about them stairs? Who remembers? Who watched the video? Who saw the live? Who remember me talking about those stairs I was going up? So I later find out that the fucking stairs got a bigger body count than the city. All the crime, all the murders, the stairs that I went up, y'all, got the biggest body count in Savannah. I didn't find out all this shit until I went on the tour, y'all. Y'all, I told y'all them shits was steep. A motherfucker will kill theyself. We get on the tour and this man says, the stairs over there have a bigger body count than the city. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, because we have St. Patrick's Day like parades around here, and people get hella drunk and they try coming down those stairs, and they end up rolling down those stairs. And because the street is made out of rocks, like y'all seen the fucking street, rocks, people roll right down the stairs and crack their heads open, and that happens all the fucking time. Like, it's not even a shock to people no more when they hear it on the news in Savannah. Someone rolled down the steps by River Street and cracked their head open again. This is the reaction you get from Savannahans. Again, they gonna learn. Apparently, plenty of people died on the steps that I went up, guys. Plenty of people. Plenty of people. So yeah, Savannah is a big ass fucking creep factor, guys. No, I did not sage. I've been back home. Nothing's been going on. Toots has been making sure everybody protected with her crystals. And yeah, I bought a few books. I know you guys was talking shit, so I bought a few books. About some of the hunting shit that happens in Savannah, because I love literature. So you guys can see some of the creepy ass books that I got from down there. Yeah. This one talks about 58 short stories about revenge, exorcisms, graveyard parties, all kind of shit. And last but not least, yes, I bought this book. This is the book that I bought, guys. And you know what? I've been reading. You know what I found out? A lot of the shit that we do today that seems like normal, everyday shit is a part of this shit. Y'all wouldn't even fucking believe. Did y'all know mopping your fucking floor, something as simple as mopping your fucking floor, can be hoodoo or voodoo? Simple, right? You ain't even know. You ain't even know. Simple shit. You ain't even know. You ain't even know mopping your floor was a part of this shit, did you? Nope. Bet you didn't know wearing perfumes and colognes is a part of this shit too. Bet you didn't even know. Bet you didn't even fucking know. Got a whole chapter in this bitch. Bet you didn't even know. Bet you had no fucking idea. Yeah. 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 Oh, this book talks about Papa Legba. Oh, yes, and who he is and what he does. Marie Laveau talks about all of them in this book, y'all. This has been a great read because I was floored by the shit that I read in this book. And simple shit. It'll blow your mind. Yes. Back in the day, to heal people, they used to mix different oils and herbs together to make a cologne or a perfume. And you would put it on your body to heal your body. And we walk around here. Wonder why you love that perfume so much. Girl, you wonder why. Thank you, Nina. Yeah, you wonder why. You wonder why. I bet you do wonder why. I bet you do. So, yeah, they talk about Papa Legba. And apparently, y'all, Papa Legba is like the gatekeeper. He's basically the man you talk to if you want to communicate with the dead. Now, I started to read about Papa Legba, and I started to think about the YouTube story that I saw. Y'all remember the YouTube story about the girl who tried to summon Papa Legba and sick him on the girl, her girlfriend, her ex-girlfriend, and then like 3 days later, she was found dead in the bathtub or some shit like that. Y'all remember that? Because I know I wasn't the only one that saw that. Y'all remember that? Maybe I was the only one to see that. But anyway. Thank you, Talia. Yes. So, okay, I see you remember. Okay. Wondering why my comments ain't popping up here. Okay, so yeah, it went viral. Right, it went viral. And they were basically saying that this girl had summoned Papa Legba to attack or come after her ex-girlfriend that she was mad at. Now, mind you, in the story, the ex-girlfriend was the one who taught this girl everything she knew. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to turn it around and use it as revenge, but it didn't work out. And they say Papa Legba came back and got her ass. Now, according to this book, Papa Legba is the gatekeeper. So you can only go to him for communicating with the dead. You can't go to Papa Legba and be like, this bitch done made me mad, get her. No. And to disrespect him by trying to get him to do some shit like that when that's not his job. Well, we all think you know, you heard the end of the story. You pretty much know what happened. He don't fuck around. Don't call him. He don't. That ain't his job description. He don't do all that shit. He don't deliver pizzas. He don't pick up. He don't Uber. He don't live. If it ain't his job description, calling him for that shit is very disrespectful. So you find out what happens when you disrespect the deities and you get the sleeve slapped off your ass in a tub of water. Apparently. So yeah. Papa Legba's in here. Marie Laveau's in here. When they talk about Marie Laveau, they said that they spent so much time trying to make her seem like the bad guy. They didn't even speak on how powerful she really was. So that's like, what? But anyway, yes. Simple shit. Simple shit we do every day, guys. Y'all would have never had no fucking idea. You know how you read the Bible, right? You know how you go to the Bible and you go to like Psalms, whatever, you know, Psalms 12, Psalms. You just pick a psalm or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just start praying or whatever. So y'all had no idea that Psalms was basically the Catholic way of hoodoo, Catholicism hoodoo. Yeah. Because all this shit is mixed. It's not just one religion. From what I read, it's based off a lot of religions. It's based off different parts of Africa, not just Africa, different parts, different tribes of Africa, bringing over what they know with the Indian slaves that were already over here, you know, doing what they were doing and mixing this all together. And that's how you got this, okay? So it's like a melting pot of religions and black magic and whatever, all this stuff that they, yeah. But anyway, guys, some of the simple fucking, some of the things we do every day is a part of this shit. I was floored when I saw, y'all, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So, I guess in order to do a love spell, you would need some of these ingredients. Tell me this shit ain't in your cabinet. Basil, black pepper, just simple shit that's in your house. Cinnamon, simple shit, simple shit that we have in our house every day. We eat every fucking day. It's here, and then I was going through, and it was like, we call it mopping the floors. In this book, they call it floor wash. It just all depends on what you put in your water when you mop your damn floor. Simple shit. Simple shit. I said, oh my goodness, I cannot believe. And the Psalms I was telling y'all about, do y'all know certain parts of Psalms can be very powerful when you say them if you have the right intent? That sound like a spell, don't it? Sound like a spell, don't it? But sound like a spell, but give you an example. To avoid accidents, says to read Psalm 64. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. Just read it and have good intent. And boom, there it is. I was looking at this book, y'all. And then it got to the part of the spells. Now, I ain't trying to do no spells on nobody. I ain't dabbing this shit. None of that. But just to look at the type of spells they got in this fucking book, y'all. Y'all, if I was to fuck with any of this shit, I would be untouchable. I would be untouchable. Not a court case or a police could convict me based off this book. not a court case, or police will come within 50 yards of my ass, y'all, based on this book. Now, if y'all was watching my live when I was in the store buying these books, y'all heard me ask about the bitch be gone powder. Right? And y'all heard them describe and tell me what it was, right? So if you didn't hear it, basically, the bitch be gone powder was basically created by a witch. The man that was telling me about it, he's married to this witch. Her family's deep rooted in that shit, and she only created it for women. She said that every time they try to create it for men, it would have like a bad reaction and then come out right. So they never created it for men, but they did create it for women. And basically what he said was, you take the powder out and you sit it on a seat where this person's supposed to sit, or you put it in this person's path where they're supposed to walk, and this person will repel from your house. Sound like a story I told y'all, don't it? Sound like I done seen bitch big old powder before. It just didn't know. It was bitch big old powder. So, yeah. I think they made that shit my auntie got. My auntie made that time. I think that's what's in that little can that they had. And bruh said that shit works for real. And y'all, apparently they had like maybe 18, 20 jars for sale. Y'all see when I got to that goddamn stack, it was like 4. I miss you too, baby. I miss you too. Y'all, yeah. And I was just looking at some of this shit, and I was always thinking, like, based off the things that I was seeing my aunt do, and based off things I was told that my family could be done, I gotta keep my shit in the house. Y'all, I gotta keep my shit in the house. Y'all know how y'all man come home from work and his shoes and his feet stink like hell, and you be like, take them shoes outside. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Put the motherfuckers on the patio. Don't put them outside where anybody can get their hands on them. Simple. The shit that I read this book, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even believe. Don't keep your husband's shoes outside. Especially if the bitch cross the street want him. Don't keep your man's shoes outside. And if she has any idea on what to do, don't keep your man's shoes outside. Because you gonna sure be wondering why the fuck he's all of a sudden not paying attention to you, and y'all married and he paying more attention to her. Because his shoes was outside. Because according to some of this shit, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all don't eat at nobody else's house. Please, I don't give a fuck who it is. Y'all don't eat nothing. Don't drink nothing. If you didn't make that shit yourself, don't eat nothing. Don't drink nothing. Don't comb your hair. I don't give a fuck if your scalp itch. You better pack that shit. Don't lose no follicles in nobody's house. Don't feel too comfortable walking around without your shoes on, because yeah. If you're an older person, if you old fashioned, you're an older person, and you like to hang your shit outside on the line and shit, get your dryer. Don't do that shit no more. Don't do that shit no more. Because it is so for real. This shit is like so for real, guys. Like, so fucking for real. Like, yeah. So fucking for real, y'all. Floor wash. Floor wash. We call it mopping the floor. It's floor wash for them. That's a spell. We call it mopping the floor. But you put the right amount of shit in the mixture of the shit, and boom, there you go. Like, give y'all an example on what I'm talking about. Because, y'all, we got to be careful. After reading some of this shit in this book, we got to definitely be careful. We got to be careful, y'all. This shit is for real. We got to be careful. Like ammonia. Simple shit. Most folks put ammonia in their fucking water and mop their damn house. Ammonia. Ammonia is supposed to be used to protect the household. You're supposed to mop your house in ammonia, start from the back, in at the front fucking door, and you throw the water out the front door to ward off anything. How long have we been doing that, y'all? Please tell me how long we been mopping our fucking floors like that, y'all. How long we been throwing mop water out the house, y'all? And nobody wondered where this shit came from. We just learned it from our parents and it just passed on and passed on and passed on. You had no fucking idea why you couldn't just pour the water out in the damn tub or something. Out the door. Yeah, so just to give y'all an idea of some of the shit I've been reading in this book, this is for real. Perfumes and colognes, and y'all wonder why y'all be so in love with them Beyonce smells and shit. You never know what the fuck is in that perfume, because it can be done. Look, based off this shit, it can be done. Simple shit. I'm telling you, make a whole brand. People don't know why they love that shit. It just smells so good. Bet it do. So yeah. So y'all know while I was down there, I had to get a couple stories for y'all to come back and tell y'all. These stories gonna be hella creepy because they're gonna have a lot to do with this type of shit right here. Because the person I was speaking to about it. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started with this story time, y'all. Oh, and just to let y'all know, our raffle winner was Kay. Toots pulled K name out of the bag. Our raffle winner was Kay. And the answer was Andrew. So just to help y'all remember, I gave a riddle, and the riddle was, I was walking across the London Bridge. I met a man. He tipped his hat and drew his cane. His name is in that riddle. What's his name? And Kay was our winner that Toots pulled out of the bag. So congratulations, Kay, for being our raffle winner. You was on top of it, boo. I seen you was on top of that shit. And we had a lot of people that had the good right answers, but we had a lot of wrong answers. I ain't gonna say they were bad answers, because I would have thought of some of them answers too, like London and Kane, and some folks were just saying Drew. Like, almost there. Almost had it. So close, but congratulations, Kay. I just need for you to go into the merch shop, go over and check out which bottle and shirt you want. Send me a screenshot, either in Telegram, Instagram. You follow me on everything. You pretty much stay near the door to me. So send me what you want, and I'll go ahead and send that out to you. So congratulations, Kay. Everybody give Kay a thumbs up for winning the raffle. Congratulations. Yes, Miss K. Yes. Okay. Y'all, I ain't been able to put this book down. I just been looking at this shit like, oh my goodness. Fertility spells. A daughter, drive away your love mistress. Keep a big man down. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Y'all want to relay one time? Y'all, guess what spell they got in here? A spell to swell your man. Y'all. You tired of pretending? You tired of faking? You tired of acting like he killing you when he ain't? You tired of laying and scrolling on your phone on TikTok while he doing his business? Oh my God, it's all in my stuff. Well, they have something to that too. Oh my goodness, y'all. so funny. This is so funny, guys. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, girl, you tell that man, yeah, go to do it. How do you been? And put his ass to sleep. And then you be like, bring your ass home, daddy. I gotta see some. Oh, oh my goodness. Yes, Deborah, because as you can see, this is the book that I purchased while I was down in Savannah. And one of the spells in this book is how to swell your man. Oh my goodness, y'all. This shit here is hilarious, man. I'm talking about they got gambling spells, fertility spells, how to keep that thought out your man phone spells. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm talking about for real. Everything is in here, boy. Oh, how to make your woman more freaky. Oh my goodness, y'all. This shit here, man. Oh, yes, girl. Yes, they got spells to do everything, honey. I'm talking about win court cases. Oh, wait. How to keep your girl desiring only you. Mm. Mm. I just feel like some of these spells in this book will give you exactly what you want. And you know, it's okay for your girl to be a freak. But what do you do when you get tired of her being a fucking freak and you done made her that way? Now she just always want to fuck. She just all over the damn place. You're like, damn, I'm tired. No, baby, I want you. Like, you created that monster. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh my. Honey. Woo. G4. Oh. They are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy, y'all. Okay. Put that book down. Okay. So here we go. If you guys are ready for your first story time, I'm sorry y'all taking so long. I was just floored by this book, honey. Yeah. Y'all. The Vagina Ritual. Man, if your woman is not showing sexual desire for you. Okay. Y'all ready for the story time? Let me see.
Which one y'all know?
Why ain't my damn you can go ahead and start, baby. Why ain't my shit loading on my let's see, no new comments. Okay, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that shit down. I was like, well, damn. All right, y'all. So, not that book for crazy people. So, okay. So yeah, for everybody that's coming in that 8 thumbs up the live, if y'all don't close my damn door, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all ain't thumbs up the live yet. Y'all must not be ready for the stories that I've heard and can't wait to pass the damn tea down. So y'all gonna close the door so we can go ahead and get these stories started. I'm gonna let you know right now, some of these stories involve voodoo people, voodoo type stuff. If you don't want to hear it, you might have to go ahead and dismiss yourself, because it's gonna get kind of creepy on the story that I got to give y'all tonight that I've gotten. I scooped up all the tea. A bitch didn't leave no tea behind, because I wanted y'all to get every drop. So yes, uh all right. So here we go. So our first story is gonna have India, cats, and sweet tea. India, cats, India. I know India on here. That's my baby. India on here. Cats. What cats? Cats. I know cats on here. Now don't hold bike, auntie. Okay. It's pretty getting creepy, y'all. Oh, I was excited to see you too, India. Like all my babies here. All my babies here. Okay, guys, I still see some of these grown ass people. If y'all don't stop climbing through doggy doors and windows and just get your grown ass up and close the damn door, I would greatly appreciate it. Front door, back door, whichever one you left over, try to sneak your ass in without me seeing you. That's the one I want you to close. If you're new to the live and you're wondering what the fuck this woman talking about closing her damn door, I mean thumbs up the live. That's what I'm talking about when I say close the door. So can you thumbs up the live or close the door or however you want to hear? We family in here, so y'all done heard me tell y'all this before. This ain't the first time. Okay. Yeah, because you know they be coming through the doggy door, windows, girl. They come from everywhere. Okay. So India, cats, and sweet tea. Just to let y'all know, these stories take place in Savannah. So, yeah, here we go. Y'all in the dark? Y'all got your drinks and shit? Everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody ready? Okay. Hey, Juicy. Okay, Juice, you just in time for to start this first story. I hope everybody ready. Okay, here we go. So India, cats, and sweet tea. Here we go. India, cat, and sweet tea didn't know each other until they moved to the Savannah area. Thank you, Tay baby. They didn't know each other until they moved into the Savannah area. Now, when when India first got there, she was having a hard time finding an apartment, but she ran across. Thank you, Chastain. She ran across some apartments that looked pretty decent, was in her price range, kind of. She had the type of parents that will help out for a couple months. Thank you, Reese. But wasn't trying to pay all her damn bills. So she had to find roommates. And that's what she run into sweet Cats and India now. So Cats, India, Sweet Tea, all in this one apartment together. Now this apartment is also on top of dead bodies, y'all. These dead bodies, like right up under the fucking foundation of these apartments, bodies are there. You break the damn concrete, bodies are there. So they stand in these apartments, right? So India goes out one night, and as she's out, she's going to a bar that's in the square area. Bars are hunted there as well. So she goes over to the bar, the square area, and she gets really fucked up. She get like really, really drunk, and she calls and tell Cats, can you come down here and get me? I'm really drunk. I'm really wasted. I can't, get back by myself. Can you come and help me? So Cass was like, I'm really busy right now. Thank you, Shawty. Cass was like, I'm really busy right now. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Can you call Sweet Tea and ask Sweet Tea? So she called Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, where you at? Sweet Tea probably was like 3 blocks from her at this little pizza place. And she's like, I'm down here at the pizza joint. Wow, what's up? She like, bitch, I'm really fucking drunk. I need you to come get me. Like, I'm drunk as hell. Like, I really need you to come get me. So Sweet Tea was like, well, I'm eating right now. I'll be down there in like 20, 30 minutes. Just sit down. I'll be there in a minute. So, okay, India was like, fine. While she's sitting there, it's dudes all around buying drinks for her left and right here and there. And she's taking all these shots and drinks and having fun, just waiting on Sweet Tea to show up. Now, one of the dudes tell her somebody's outside looking for somebody. So she assumes it's Sweet Tea, and she like, I think that's my ride. I think that's for me. Can you tell her to come in and help me? I can't walk. So the dude's like, I'll help you to the car. So she like, okay, cool. She put her arm around the dude, and they're walking through the bar, and they get outside, and there's no car outside. And she looks up, and she's like, I thought you said my friend was out here. He was like, I think she might be circling the block because you can't block the street. So I think she may be circling the block. So just let's walk up this way, and that way when she come around that curve, we can run right into her. You can get right in the car. So India's like, okay, cool. So India's walking with this dude, and she's just trusting what he said. She's walking with him, and as they walk past this alley area, he pushed India into the alleyway. While that's going on, Sweet Tea shows up. She blows the horn a couple times. Nobody comes out. She parks the car, turn her emergency lights on. She go inside. She asks, "Hey, my homegirl was in here. Have you seen her?" And they like, "I'm not ignoring you, Gemini. What you talking about? You know how it is with story time. Come on now. You got to wait for the commercial break." So, so she goes in and she asks the bartender, "Have you seen my homegirl? She about this tall. She looked like this. Her hair is like this." And the bartender was like, "Yeah, she was just in here a second ago. She walked out with some dude. Some dude. Like, yeah, some dude. He came in talking about somebody is, at outside looking for a ride or looking for her or something." And she's like, "Really?" "Yeah, she just walked out with some dude. Like, if you go out and look up the street or either down the street, they gotta be like right there." So of course Sweet Tea comes out and she looks up the street. And she looked down the street and she don't see nobody. So she's going to get back over into the car, and as she's getting ready to get into the car, a woman in white, a woman in white floats in front of the car. Like, this woman was not walking. She floated in front of the fucking car. She was pale. She had on old clothes. And she was floating, like, past the car. Scared the shit out of Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea let the car door go. She jumped back. She looked, and she watches this woman, like, floats on to the sidewalk, on up the street. And Sweet Tea is watching this shit. And right as she gets, like, halfway up the street, she stops. And she looks back at Sweet Tea and she points. And Sweet Tea just looking like, what the fuck? And the woman is just standing there like, just pointing. She ain't said nothing. She just looking at Sweet Tea and she just pointing. And Sweet Tea was like, and then the lady just fades. So when she fades, hey Magenta, when she fades, Sweet Tea just gets in the car. She starts to call, India phone, but India ain't answering. So she assumed India probably don't walk back home, or she'll got back home. I ain't worried about it. So she gets to the house. When she gets to the house, she goes in. She like, "India, you in here?" And Katz was like, "I'm in here." And she's like, "Where's India?" And she was like, "India's not here. I thought you went to go get India." "I went to the bar, but they said she walked out with some dude." And both of them are like, "What dude?" Because like I said, they didn't really know nobody in the fucking town. So what dude? They didn't grow up there. They wasn't raised there, so they don't know nobody. So it's like, what dude is she with? And Sweet Tea was like, "I don't know. The lady said she came out with some dude, and I looked up the street and I didn't see her nowhere." So Kat's like, "Hell no, that don't sound right." So she like, "Let's go back to the bar." So Kat's jump in the car with Sweet Tea, and they drive back to the bar. And they go back into the bar and they ask the bartender, "Have you seen my homegirl?" And she was like, "I just told your other friend that she was in here. She was with a guy. A guy came in here and told her somebody was outside for her, and they walked outside. That was the last time I seen your friend." But when she came and asked about her, it had to be like 10 minutes when the girl walked out. And I told her to just look up and down the streets, and she should be out there somewhere. And Sweet Tea, like, I looked up and down the streets and I ain't see nobody. And they walked back out the bar, and then Sweet Tea stops. And Cass is like, "What?" She was like, "Oh yeah, bitch, I forgot to tell you. Girl, I seen a ghost." "What?" Like, I ain't got time for that. We need to find her. She like, "No, for real, I seen a ghost." Whatever. So she's like, cats just take off walking up the street. She tells Sweet Tea, "You walk this way, I'm gonna walk this way. We're gonna see if we see her passed out or something, laying in somebody's yard, probably done laid out in somebody's yard. Come in." So they get to walking up the street. And Sweet Tea is walking up the street. She's looking around. She got her, her phone with her light and stuff. And they screaming, "India! India!" And Sweet Tea thinks to herself, "I know this girl did not get drunk and pass out in the fucking street. Like, how smart would that be?" And she started going, "India! India!" And when she, like, walks past this alleyway, a cat was like, "Meow," and it ran and scared Sweet Tea. And she turns her phone that way, and she see India laying on the ground, bleeding from the mouth, her clothes and stuff done been ripped up on her and everything. So she just screams out the cat, I found her, I found her. So cat come rushing up the street. They go into the little alleyway where she's laid out at, and Sweet Tea is slapping her. India, India, are you okay? Are you okay? India, India, are you okay? Like she's slapping her, they shaking her, and she's just like wakes up, but she crying. She like wakes up crying. And she like, my body hurt, it hurt. So they call an ambulance, and the ambulance come out there and get her. They talk to the bartender. Who was the dude she walked out with? What did he look like? What did he have on? They got all the questions about the dude. So of course they take her to the hospital, and Cats and Sweet Tea goes up to the hospital to be with her. So when they get up there, she goes and they do whatever they need to do with her, and they put her in a room. And then they finally let Sweet Tea and Cats go in there and talk to her. So when they go in there, they like, why would you get that drunk? Like, why? Because after, the doctor did what they needed to do, they told Sweet Tina that she did have some type of date rape drug in her system. And that's probably why she, passed out or whatever. But she had been raped. And, they did do a rape kit, and they was going to give it to the cops. So, they go into the room where India is, and they ask India, what the fuck happened? Why would you get that drunk if we not with you? Like, why would you do that? And she was just like, I don't know. Like, I was just drinking. I was waiting on you. I don't really remember what happened. And it's like, you don't remember the dude or nothing? She like, no, it was just like drinks coming from everywhere. And I was drinking them. She was like, I was drinking them. I didn't think anything was going to happen. And of course, Sweet Tea went off about this shit and everything. She was like, and I remember like waking up like briefly. She was like, I kept waking up and dozing off and waking up and dozing off. She was like, and I woke up and it was a dude over me. And instantly, Sweet Tea and Cat's like, what he look like? What he look like? Did he have a mustache? Did he have a beard? And she was just like, I can't really remember his face. His face was a blur. She was like, I just remember him being on top of me and he was kissing and licking all over my face. And she was like, and I dozed off and then I woke up again and he was still doing it. She was like, and then all of a sudden I seen him get picked up by something that was in white. She was like, it was blurry. I couldn't really focus on it because I was feeling so sleepy. She like, I was trying to stay woke to try to focus, but I couldn't. And she was like, next thing I know, I wake up to you standing over me. So I don't know what happened. Okay. She tell the police the same thing. Something white grabbed him and I passed out and I woke up to my friends. Okay. So they do the rape kit. They find out who the dude is because apparently this dude has been locked up in Savannah before for sexual assault. So they already had DNA on his ass in the system. So they know who this dude is, right? Right. So they go to look for old boy. We know he did it. They going to look for old boy. Now this happened to India, let's just say Friday night, right? Everybody know it happened Friday night. Police was out there Friday night. Everything happened Friday night. So the police is putting up commercials, they on the news talking about how they looking for this dude. It's a reward for him. If you see him, don't come into contact with him. Call the police. He's dangerous. He's assaulted women before. So everybody is like, scared. Like, okay, all the women are walking in groups now. Husbands won't let their wives go to the grocery store by themselves. Like, everybody on their fucking P's and Q's because they don't know what this dude is. Okay, so they go out there. Boating crew go out there to like load their shit up on the boat to get ready to sail off to take their they package where they got to take it, and they see something floating in the water. Okay, so they call the police. The police come out there and pull it out the water, and it's the man they've been looking for. So it hits the news. The man we've been looking for that raped the young girl has been found dead. Everybody like, okay, that's cool. That's what's up. That's what's that, as he should. That's exactly what should happen when you do shit like that. Funny part about it is when they did the fucking coroner, when they did the to find out all the information they could, when they do all that shit with the body and stuff, they found out they calculate his time of death to be Saturday morning at 12 a.m. Now, India was found in the middle of the night, we'll say 1, maybe 1, and Saturday morning. It was a Friday night. She started drinking, so what's that, like 1 Saturday morning? India was found hospital. They put this shit out and everything, and then they pulled the body out and they sums it up that he had to die right after midnight on Saturday. Now, what could this man have been right after midnight Saturday if he was too busy raping India Friday before midnight? Police checked. They talked to several people that was in the area. They checked cameras, and when the police got to a camera of one of the shops on where he was found, they show him on the camera being drugged with nothing but a white bubble, like a big ass white orb in front of him, and he's being drugged from behind. He's reaching, he's grabbing, he's flailing, but he cannot get loose. And they show him being drugged by this white orb that's going through the camera. And they find his body. And once they look at the timestamp on the video, it happened at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So, yeah. So, Cats and India and Sweet Tea was all thinking like, what the fuck could have happened? And then it like everything started to make sense. Sweet Tea was like, didn't I tell you, Cat? And Cat was like, what? And India was like, what's she talking about? She was like, I told you I seen a ghost. You remember I told you I seen a ghost when we was looking for her? She was like, yeah, I remember you saying that. She like, girl, the ghost floated in front of the fucking car and it went right to the alley where we found India, and it was pointing like in the alley. And I thought I was tripping, and I just got in the car and left, but it was the ghost that led us to her. And India was like, a ghost? She was like, yep. She was all white. She had like this long white dress, and it looked like it was like an old dress. And all India could think was that what I saw when I woke up and looked? Was that what I saw? Grabbed this man, and then he was just gone. And then, so the legend in Savannah is there is a woman in white that hangs around River Street to protect any woman that may be under the influence or can't protect herself from any men that want to overstep boundaries and don't want to take no for an answer. So they say she hangs around in River Street. And if there's ever a man that's caught forcing himself on a woman against a woman's will, and she screams out and she says no, and this ghost hears it, your ass will be found in the river. In the river. You can cancel all your bills, your credit cards, that payment, that blunt you gonna roll when you got home, all that shit, because you ain't gonna make it. She's gonna take your ass straight to the river. And ain't gonna waste no time. And she'll give a damn about cameras catching her. She'll drag your ass right in front of a camera, say bye, drop your ass right on out. You be one of the best swimmers in the world. It wouldn't even matter. Your ass gonna drown at night because you were overstepping boundaries. So, the woman in white of River Street is the savior of women who can't save themselves. That's what they call her.
She really said wave in the water.
It's all stupid. So, yes. The woman in white will save you. Yeah. So, that's you guys' first story. Yeah. Your first story. I've been told you could have went on the cook, babe. That was you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, buy up your twisties, honey buns, chips, popcorn, all that shit. Moderators, please, to make sure y'all are taking down these names for these superstar stickers so I can make sure I put these people in these stories coming up this week. Okay. So, yes, she's a really good ghost. From what we hear, she's a really good ghost, and women don't be afraid when they see her. If they see her, if they're coming from a bar, and she just so happened to like she just turned the corner, don't be afraid. It just means she's in the bar checking. She's standing in the window watching all the women in the bar to make sure you don't lose your footing or you don't look too drunk, so she can follow you home and make sure nothing happens. So, yeah. Right, Chris. Now I would have looked down at her too. I'd have been like, what the fuck she pointing at? But I mean, some folks that are skeptics that don't even believe in ghosts question themselves when shit like that happens. Like, I couldn't have saw what I think I just saw, so I know I'm tripping. And they go on about their day. I asked her, do she want to drink with me? I don't think she gets drunk.
This kid's Christianity. This kid's Christianity.
I explained it in the car on the ride home yesterday.
And it was no. But then I was like,
It just makes you feel like it's against
no,
Christianity.
it's just like, I remember like a while ago someone was like witches and stuff. Those are the devil's things. I was like, really? And so now I'm just like, this is.
But you have to be careful because there are different type of witches. Now you have it's just the way they call. Like you have witch doctors. They're not witches. They can heal, but they're not witches. They don't necessarily
They
mean
heal so great. It's like, oh my god.
and they don't mean that they aren't Christians or they don't believe in God. It's just that's the name. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's because like I was over here like, is it against? Nope.
You put my book down, you just stick with your crystals. All right, you guys. Go over to the merch shop. Check out the merch shop. Get you a merch shirt if you ain't already got a merch shirt. If you are a part of this fucking family and you ain't got not one merch item, I'm very pissed off at you right now individually, and you know who you are. I shouldn't even have to call you out.
You over there.
You and you. Thank you, India. You and you.
You know what really makes
Let's see,
you
you
mad?
got my broke girl.
You know what really makes you mad?
Girl, okay, Gemini.
When
What?
someone bought some merch but they didn't see his picture yet.
I have a lot of family like that. I started cussing people out a long time ago about my merch pictures. I don't even get them no more. I just like, fuck it. I'm just going to stop asking. All right, guys. We finna get ready to start the next story. So if you guys are ready to get ready to start the next story, you got everything. You back.
Did you finish?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Juicy rep for their ass. Huh?
Did you finish?
It's alcohol in there. All my sweets, my lemonades have alcohol. You know that. Yes, I'm very proud of you for shutting the door. All right, you guys. Y'all ready for the second creepy ass story? Yes. Okay, so palms. Oh, Psalms. Ugh. What had the spell? Yeah, so Psalms in the Bible are a part of spell work. I know y'all probably don't believe me, but certain parts of the Bible, certain parts of Psalms, because let me look in here and tell y'all how they got it. Okay. So apparently it said that the influence of Catholicism and New Orleans voodoo is particularly cannot be Southern style conjure, and their purpose below for those of you who would like to incorporate them in your work. So basically they use Psalms. So all of these different Bible verses for Psalms do different stuff.
You can't be letting this out to all the wrong people.
So like, and it's, I mean, you could throw out anything. Throw out anything, and I'm pretty sure it's a Psalms for it. So
A Bible verse?
no, like they say for success in your business, you should read Psalms 8 and Psalm 63. You know what I'm saying? Or for anger, to help calm your anger, you should read Psalms 4, Psalms 36 and 37. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all different, you know what I'm saying? So Psalm 37 helps with anger. You know, if you feel yourself getting it like really pissed off with somebody, apparently if you say that psalm to yourself, it should do what needs to be done. For fear, to overcome fear and persecution and stop, yeah, Psalms 11. It's just a bunch of different, for relief from headaches, Psalms 2 and 3. Let me see. Psalms 91, they say, is to heal from incurable disease. Psalms 91 is the one you're supposed to use. And it can also be used to stop jinx or curses or hexes, whatever you call them. So yeah, they got a bunch of different, yeah. I'm talking about it's like for anemia, protection of animals from bad dreams, uh, to make yourself be loved by others, blessings for your home, a sick child, retarded child. That ain't my words, y'all. This is in the book. It ain't me before y'all start getting on me. It ain't me. Bone disease, blood disease, all kind of stuff. It's a songs for everything. So to stop slander or gossip, all that stuff. So yeah, apparently Psalms is one of the most powerful books in the Bible because it was used the way it was used. So yeah. It say if one has need to travel by night, one might invoke protection via Psalms 121. So I mean, it's a lot of interesting information in here that I had no idea, you know. And the Bible can also, because they don't consider the Bible to be, they consider the Bible to be like a talisman. Based off this book, it's like a talisman. It can be used in spells or conjuring or whatever you're trying to do. It can be used. It can be one of the things that's used in it. So, like, what is this? Say magnet oil. Magnet oil is an all-purpose attraction oil that is prepared in a special way. It is ideal for dressing candles to incense their magnetism. And one of the ingredients is the Bible. And so you basically place your Bible under the light of the full moon. So the Bible would be one of the things you would use to get this to work. You know what I'm saying? They use it as a talisman, not, you know, as Bible. So, if you guys are back and ready, go ahead and thumbs up. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you are ready. Y'all, they got a spell in here for how to stop nosy ass neighbors. We should have had that one like 4 years ago. See? Oh, that's what I'm talking about, sis. That's what I'm talking about. Help you get a job. Help you get a better job. Y'all remember when I was in that store and I was looking at that bag and it said coffin nails, and I was like, what the fuck is coffin nails? Apparently coffin nails, because the answer's in this book. Coffin nails are used to keep away mischievous spirits and demons, tricksters, poltergeist type, as we call it nowadays. Poltergeist, you know, fucking spirits that like to move shit and, you know, just make you feel like you tripping all the damn time. They want to move your keys. You know, you set your keys there, but they over there somewhere else. So yeah, those are what coffin nails are for. And you're supposed to nail them in the floor of your doorway so it can keep all those mischievous spirits out. I was like, God damn, I was wondering what they were. Now I might need to get some of them. You saw selling to me. All right, guys, here we go for our second story. Keep away thieves. Bringing back a stray and lover. Getting rid of a hateful husband. To make a woman barren. Shit. Okay. This second story has Reese Mons. Reese with a C. Reese Mons and Roxana. Yep, Shartavia Iron. But they gotta be coffin nails. They gotta come straight from a coffin of the dead. You gotta dig their ass up. Take it out. It ain't that serious. Yeah, all kind of weird stuff. But I didn't know so much common shit was used, like incense and oils and candles and shit. Like, you know, you go to a store, you see one of them Santa Maria candles, and you pick it up. Them candles really mean some shit, y'all. You be just picking it up like, oh, it's a cute little candle. Smell good. I like the glass. So silly. All right. Here we go. Y'all back in the dark, right? Everybody back in the dark. Don't lie and say you in the dark if you ain't in the dark. If you doing something important like driving or cooking your food, your kids' food, then we know your ass can't be in the dark. But if you ain't doing none of that important shit, your ass should be in the dark unless you got one of them F night lights. Other than that, your ass supposed to be in the dark. Okay, now I ain't doing the same thing. No coffee needed. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, here we go. So Reese, Mon, and Roxana, this one is your story. So these three women, Reese, Mons, and Roxana, were all sisters from the same family that traveled into Savannah from the New Orleans area. They lived, ate, breathed New Orleans. Their families was deep rooted in root work and hoodoo and voodoo and all that type of stuff. They great great grandma still alive and is well known as a healer in New Orleans. But because the way the media has spent hoodoo, voodoo, and root work and stuff and make it seem evil, a lot of these type of people that can do this type of shit has gone underground. And they don't come out, they don't talk about it, they don't let people know because, you know, so many people trying to make a quick buck. I can do it too, I can do it too. So the real healers and shit like that, the real root working people are underground. They don't disclose. If you ain't born in the family, you wouldn't even know this shit is going on. If you just lived in Louisiana or New Orleans, you wouldn't know half this shit be going on in these families. But the way this hoodoo and voodoo and shit is taught, it's taught through generations and generations behind closed doors in secret. A lot of this shit is not supposed to be out and be told, but it do. And when it get out, then the media polarizes it and it becomes some washed down, washed up bullshit, and it ain't the same. So a lot of healers and root workers have gone underground. Now, Reese Mons and Roxana came from this family. Their family was real deep rooted in this shit. All three of them knew how to do root work, knew how to do voodoo, they knew how to do hoodoo. But they were really sweet people. Really sweet people. Now, it was kind of bad on how things happened, but they were really good people. Their intentions started out as good in the beginning. So Reese Mons and Roxana, they purchased a house. Their mom passed in Louisiana, left them a little money, so they moved from New Orleans area and moved to Savannah. They said Savannah felt like home a little bit to them, so that's where they wanted to go. So they moved there. They bought this big ass plantation looking house, really beautiful house for just them. You know what I'm saying? Because mom had money. Apparently, mom was deep rooted in root work and stuff like that, and she used to, help people. So she had money put up, and she also worked a regular job. So nobody knew what these folk did. If you didn't know them, you didn't know what the hell was going on. So Reese Mons and Roxana all get down there, and when they get down there, because of the way they mom passed. Now, they mom didn't pass from cancer or old age or anything like that. Mom had a whole curse put on her, and she couldn't figure out where it came from. She kept trying to send it back by doing what she knew to do, but it wasn't working because her health was failing 10 times worse each day. Each day she would get 10 times worse and 10 times worse until their mama passed. But she told them that this wasn't no regular death. Like, this ain't, I'm dying from old age. I'm dying from having cancer. I'm dying from having HIV. This ain't, no, this ain't nothing like this. She told them this is root work being done on me. Somebody is doing this to me. So she told all three of them, somebody is doing this to me and I can't stop it. And your grandmama can't stop it. We've been trying to stop it, but we can't stop it. And I don't know who this person is, but for fear that they gonna come after y'all next, I need for y'all to leave New Orleans. When I pass, it's gonna be a lot of money behind y'all. Take that money and y'all leave. Do not stay here because I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. And they told their mama they didn't want to leave. They wanted to try to figure out who put this fucking curse on their mama. They wanted to know who did it. But Mom Dukes was like, no, because if I can't figure out who it is and your grandma can't figure out who it is and what we've been doing, you may not want to mess with this person. They may be a lot more, powerful. Their family may be a lot more deep rooted than we are. Don't bother these people. Don't try to find out who these people is. None of that. And they told their mama they wouldn't. Mom passes. They get, money for the house and everything, and they move to Savannah. Now, the plan was for Reese, Mons, and Roxana was to move to Savannah, to lay low for a couple of months, and they were going to figure out who the fuck put the curse on their mama, because they was coming after whoever did it. So they get in Savannah, and they try to stay low. They try to lay low, so they get regular jobs, and like regular people start working and stuff, but then things started to go awry. First starting with Reese. Reese was a big, kind-hearted person. She hated to see people in trouble. She hated to see, people that was like homeless people that couldn't help themselves and stuff like that. She hated to see that type of stuff. And she was working with a girl who was just always coming to work telling her how down and out she was on her situation. My man beating on me. I'm trying to get rid of him. The police won't stop him. He's threatening to kill me and my children. I just want a regular life. Why God doing this to me? Like, this is how this lady is talking to Reese every day when Reese come to work. So because Reese has such a big heart, she tells the lady, she pulled the lady to the side and she tell her, I can get rid of him for you. And the lady look at her like, what do you mean? And she tells her, I can get rid of you. I can get rid of him for you. I know some things and I can make him get away from you. And the lady look at her and she like, are you serious? Don't hurt him. You talking about killing him or something? And Reese was like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. She was like, but I can make this man leave you and your baby alone and y'all can live a happy life. And the lady was like, oh my God, how can you do that? How can you do something like that? He's big, he's crazy, he got a lot of guns, he'll hurt somebody like you. And she's like, no, he can't hurt me, but I can help you. Do you want my help? And the lady looked at, she looked at Reese kind of sideways, like, this little bit ass girl gonna do, but yeah, sure, okay, yeah, I'll take your help, whatever you can do. I need all the help I can take. Okay, cool. So Reese told her, she said, when he come back over your house again, let him sit down. Let him get something to eat. And then you bring me something personal that belongs to him. Okay. The lady said, I don't want him in my house. He might try to hurt me and my child. She said, well, meet him out somewhere. Wherever you got to do, just get me something personal that belongs to him. Went on to work. Back and forth to work. 3 days later, the lady showed back up at work. She pulled Reese to the side. I got it, girl. I got it. What you got? I got his toothbrush. He spent the night and he left his toothbrush. I picked it up and I brought it. He been calling to asking about it, but I told him I ain't seen it. Is this good enough? And Reese was like, yeah, this good enough. He used it. He used it. Yes, he used it. I told him brush his teeth that night and he used it. Okay, cool. So Reese takes the toothbrush. She goes home. She don't say nothing about Simone and Roxana about what she doing. She goes in her room and she do what she do best. A couple days later, Reese at work. The lady is screaming, hollering. All Reese hears the lady hollering down the hallway. So she runs out into the hallway to see what the hell is going on. Like, are you okay? This lady knocked Reese ass down, jumped straight in Reese on. Oh my God, I don't know what you did, but thank you so much. Thank you. She was kissing all on Reese. Reese like, what the hell? What is you doing? What is you talking about? The lady was like, I gotta talk to you like right now. Like, I really gotta talk to you like right now. Okay, cool, calm down. So the lady snatches Reese into like this closet and she tells Reese, I don't know what you did, but girl, he was in the house last night. He showed up. I told him not to come over to my house no more, but he showed up anyway. He came in through the door, girl. He kicked my door in, broke my lock. I was just about to call the police, girl, and he just froze. She was like, he was about to hit me, girl. He just froze, just like this. She was like, I was just looking at him like I was trying to like block myself because I knew he was going to hit me. She was like, but he just froze. And she was like, his eyes got big. She was like, he was looking at me, but he looked like he was looking through me. And he saw something that scared the shit out of him. She said, as he was froze like this, she saw his pants wet in front of him. He pissed on himself. She said tears started to roll down this man's face. And he looked at her and he said, help me. And she was just like still like frozen, like she didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then he just he was able to let go, and then he run straight out of her house. She said she ain't seen him no more. He ain't called. He ain't showed up. She was like, girl, he is gone. He ain't bothering me no more, girl. He gone. Thank you. And Reese was like, you're welcome, but don't say nothing to nobody. I don't want anybody knowing what's going on. Just keep it to yourself. The lady was like, thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My daughter, thank you, girl. We all thank you. Like, thank you. Like, girl, I want to cook you dinner. And Reese was like, all that ain't necessary. It's okay. Just keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And Reese went on about her day. But no good deed goes unpunished. But remember. So, Reese come home, and Bud's like, hey, Reese, how's work? And Reese instantly gets scared because she thinking, oh, shit, they don't figure out I've been doing something. So she like, it's fine, things going good and everything. And yeah, everything's good. She rushed out to her room. She closed it up. Mom was like, damn, what's wrong with her? She don't say nothing. So Mom's like, Roxanna, you want to get something to eat? And Roxanna was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to stay in the house and fix me something to eat. She's like, well, I'm going out to get me something to eat. Okay, that's fine. So Mom goes on out the door. Roxanna stays at the house. While Roxanna's at the house, somebody knocks on the door. She goes to the door, and it's a homeless man. And he's like, I'm sorry to bother you, but before y'all moved in this house, I used to break in and sleep in the basement, and it's really cold out here tonight, and I know I might be asking too much, but could you please just go to the basement and get my sleeping bag? It's really cold. And Roxana said, you have been breaking in. He said, yes, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to break into your house, but it wasn't your house at the time. He said, but it was really cold, and I didn't have nowhere to stay. So I used to break in and sleep in your basement. And I left my sleeping bag. Can you go get my sleeping bag for me? So Roxana closed the door. Instead of answering the man or saying anything, she closed the door, and she was finna walk away, but something wouldn't let her walk away from the door. And she stood there. She put her head down for a minute. And then she looks around, and Reese is coming downstairs, and Reese was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm thinking. She's like, I don't know. Reese was like, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you thinking about, you finna do something wrong. And she's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I don't know. I just have a feeling like something's about to be wrong. Like something's about to happen that's about to go wrong. I don't know what it is. It's really fucking with me. So when she says that, Roxana thinks about it, and she opened the door, and she tell the man, she said, you ain't got nowhere to go? He said, no, ma'am, I ain't got nowhere to go, and it's really cold out here. She said, you ain't got to sleep outside, baby. Come on, you can come on in. Thank you, Reese. She said, you ain't got to sleep outside, baby. Come on in. And he said, are you sure, ma'am? I don't want to impose. And she said, no, you're fine. Come on in. And he came in. He seemed really shy, like he didn't want to touch nothing. Like, I don't, like he didn't want to dirty up anything. He just stood there with his hands to himself. And she said, you okay? Are you hungry? And he like, I don't want to cause any trouble, ma'am. I just wanted to get my sleeping bag. And she said, no, it's no trouble at all. Are you hungry? He said, yes, ma'am, I'm hungry. And he walks, she said, come on. And he walks into the kitchen behind her. And Reese had her back turned. And when they walks into the kitchen, she just like she was doing something, and her whole body just went. And Mom was like, Reese, you okay? And Reese didn't even look back. She was like, you made the right choice. And Mom was like, what you mean? She was like, I don't know. I just all of a sudden feel happy. Like you made the right choice. Like you did what you were supposed to do. And she looks over at the guy. And the guy's still sitting there looking, kind of, sheltered and everything. And she was like, come on and sit down. I'll fix you something to eat. She ended up fixing the man something to eat. She let the homeless man stay in the basement. And he didn't like staying there because he didn't want to impose. He always woke up every morning, I don't want to impose. I don't want to impose. And they started getting to know him and everything. And he started talking about how he had a wife and kids, but everything just started to go wrong in his life. He started to have bad luck. He lost his job. Everything just started to go wrong, and he didn't know why. He was like, it's just been like this for years, and I just learned to deal with it. I've settled with it now. And Roxanne was like, really? He was like, yeah. So Roxana, after hearing that, Roxana started talking to him more and more and more until she felt like somebody had hexed this man. Somebody put a fucking curse on this man. That's what it is. That's why this man can't come up out of this damn hole. That's why he can't come up out of this rut he in. Because somebody done hexed this man. So while the man was sleeping in the basement, she went downstairs. She pulled a piece of hair out of this man's head from the root. And he just jumped, but he didn't wake up. He turned on back over. She took the hair upstairs and she went into her room. A couple days later, the homeless man comes upstairs and he says, I don't mean to bother you, but do you have a couple dollars? And Roxana said, what you need a couple dollars for? I got food. He said, no, I just feel like I need to go, apply myself. You have a couple dollars so I can catch the bus? So she gave him $10. She told him go do what he need to do. Dinner will be ready at 8 o'clock when you get here. See you then. He was gone the whole day. He comes back. Mon comes in. He comes in behind Mon's. And he's like, guess what? Guess what? And Mon's and, everybody looking at him like, what? What? He like, I got a job. I found a job. Oh, my God. Oh, it's been 3 years and ain't nobody even looked my way. And finally, I got a job. Like, I'm so happy. He just started dancing around the house and stuff. And they was like, we so happy for you. And I swear, I'm going to pay you back for everything. Everything you ever did, I swear I pay you back. You don't have to pay us back. It's fine. No, no, no. Y'all are like my guardian angels. Y'all came into my life and everything changed. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And his first week, he stayed there with them while he worked. That second week, he moved out. A couple weeks later, he showed up. He had clean clothes on, had his hair cut, looking real submissive and breathable. But yeah, he came back looking all spiffy and clean and said he was gonna get him an apartment. Shit was just looking up for him. And Roxanne felt good. She's like, I did this. And so then did what I need to do. Mine wasn't so kind-hearted as everybody else was. Mine had a deep-seated hate. She was pissed off. She was still angry about what happened to her mama. She felt like, Reese and Roxana just letting that shit go, and she was still pissed off about it. Oh, she was not letting that shit go so easily. So while they been running around sprinkling love and happiness and wealth on everybody's life, Mom been investigating. Mom been deep diving into shit. She been calling people all down in New Orleans, speaking to friends and all kind of shit to get the information she need. So, Mons find out the name of the person who put this so-called hex on her mama and got this cousin that fuck with a cousin, that fuck with a cousin, sister, mama, cousin, auntie, uncle, baby. And that person got something that's personal to the person that put the hex on the mama. So, this person sends this shit to Mons. Mons pacing the floor. Can't wait. Every day she checking the fucking mailbox. And Reese come downstairs and say, what you up to? She like, nothing. Just waiting on the mailman. Why you waiting on the mailman? Nothing. Just waiting on the mailman. Just want to check the mail. See if it's any coupons or anything. Reese come down the step looking sideways like, something don't feel right. Your ass look something money. Mom like, nope. I ain't up shit. Just waiting on the mailman. Standing right here at the door. Waiting on the mailman. Reese was like, okay. She goes on into the kitchen. Mons hears the mailman pull up. Runs outside. Get the mail for the lady can even get to the damn mailbox. Give it here. She got a little package. So she puts the package in her shirt. She runs into the house. And of course, Reese and Roxana sitting in the living room. So she got to come past them. So she just runs in and she throws all the rest of the mail into the living room. Here's your mail. And go right on through. They ain't even pay. What the fuck? What are you doing? Why you throwing the mail? She ran right on stairs to her room. Bud is in her room. Bud is in her room for 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. She don't come out. She's in the room for 2 days. They knock on the door. They tell her to come out and eat. Nothing. Get away from the door. Leave me alone. Mom was in the room for 2 days. By that third day, Mom comes out of the room. She look exhausted. She ain't had no sleep. Room just look a mess. And she comes downstairs, and Reese and Roxanne are sitting in the living room, and she like, what's going on, guys? And they like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she like, nothing. I just don't feel good. Like, I really don't feel good. You don't feel good? Like, no, I really don't feel good. She's sweating. They looking at her all funny. And Reese looked at her ass. She said, Mom, what you do? Mom was like, I ain't do nothing, man. I think it was something I ate, man. I just don't feel good. So Roxanne said, I'll go fix you something. So she goes in there to fix her something to eat. While Roxanne is in there fixing her something to eat, she looks out her window and she see the homeless man that she helped. He got a suit on. He was talking to the neighbors across the street, and he waved at her, and she waved back. And he was like, oh, yeah, I got to tell you something. And he steps out into the street, across the street, and the man get hit by a fucking UPS truck. Boom! Right there. Roxanne can't believe it. She just started screaming and dropped to the floor. Everybody running up, what's wrong? She like pointing. They just pointing. They run out, and they see it's the homeless guy that they helped, and he's dead. And Roxanne is just like flipping out. She's like, she want to talk to her sisters, but she can't talk to them because she knows she done some shit, but she don't want to tell them. So she's flipping the fuck out. And she's just sitting in the living room like, oh my God, I can't believe he's dead. Oh my God, oh my God. Like, she's just flipping out. And mine them was like, calm down, it's all right. She like, no, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. And while she is crying about this shit, the phone ring. And Mom picks up the phone and she like, hey, Reese, the telephone for you. So Reese comes to the phone and it's a lady screaming on the phone. And she can't she like, ma'am, I can't understand you. What are you saying? Like, I can't understand. Like, what are you saying? And the lady is screaming, she's dead. She's dead. Who's dead? The lady she worked with. What? What do you mean she's dead? She's dead. What? How? Like, what happened? Like, she's dead. She was caught in a crossfire of some shooting and she's dead. Are you fucking for real? Like, yes. She's dead. Like, so Mons is just sitting in the living room and she's watching her sister now, like, not understand what the fuck going on, crying and blaming themselves for two deaths that happened in the same fucking day. Like, what the fuck is going on? So instantly, Reese just sits, she stands up and she said, Mom, what did you do? You better not lie to me. You better tell me right now, what did you do? And Mom just instantly started to back up. She kind of got scared because it's like she never seen her sister them like pop off like that. So it scared her. And when Reese said that, Roxanne looked at her. She was like, what you mean? She like, I've been having a feeling something wrong was going on. And Mom don't want to say nothing. Then she locked herself in the fucking room for 2 days. And then all of a sudden, all this shit is going on. Like, what is going on, Mom? And Mom was like, don't fucking blame me. Don't blame me. I ain't did nothing. She like, you did do something. So they all started rushing upstairs. So Reese and Roxanne, they are rushing upstairs to get to Mom's room because they need to get in Mom's room to see what the fuck Mom been doing. They rushing upstairs. Mom is pulling on them, fighting. They are fighting, trying to get up the steps to see what the fuck been going on in Mom's room. So they fighting and shit. They finally get to the room and she runs in. Like, Mom runs in and she like, get out my room. She blocking the doorway like, get out of my room. Get out of my room. And they just push past her. They come in and they look down. They look up under the bed and they pull something from up under the bed. And they look at that shit and it's like, Mom, you didn't. And she like, I had to. Y'all was running around here not trying to do shit about it, just gonna let Mom die like that. Y'all weren't gonna do nothing. They like, Mom, tell me you didn't do this shit, Mom. Mom was like, I did it. She was like, oh my goodness, why? Why would you do that? You know what Mama taught us? Mom was like, fuck that. Mama taught us to make sure we straight and we wasn't supposed to let her die like that. Whoever did that shit is gonna get their ass because I already sent it. And that's when Reese was like, you fucked up, Mom. That's what you did. You fucked up. Mom was the baby. Mom was, you know, she learned some of the same shit, but not as much as the other two. So she like, you just fucked up, Mom. And Mom was like, nope, I did exactly how Mama showed us how to do. She said, Mom, do you not remember every time Mama hexed somebody or she sent the hex back to somebody, all of us put blood in. You don't remember that? You don't remember all of us had to put blood in for it to work, for it to be strong, for it to work. She like, the fact that you just did this shit without the fucking ingredient, you basically sent that shit back on us. Now we finna deal with this shit because you did it wrong, man. And man like, nah, that ain't what going on. That ain't even what going on. Yes, it is. How you know that's what's going on then, Reese? You so smart. How you know that's what's going on? And Reese had to break down and tell the truth. Because that lady that they just called and said was dead, I helped her. What do you mean you helped her? I did a spell for her. I helped her. I did something for her. You did something for her. And then Roxanne looks up and she put her head back down. And Mom look over and she like, nah, Roxanne, don't put your fucking head down. What you do? And Roxanne was like, nothing. Yes, you did. The homeless man. What you do, Roxanne? And Roxanne was like, nothing. I just wanted to help him. And that's what I did. I helped him. I just helped him. That's all I did. So Reese was like, that's how we know. That's how we know, man. Because that's the only time the shit that we do backfires. When you do a fucking spell wrong, when you do it wrong, it backfires. Now ain't no telling how bad this shit finna come back to us. You can't even be sure you did it right. So all of them in the room, they're trying to figure out. They ask Mom, where the fuck did you get this personal item from? Cousin Juju sent it to me. You know, she fucking with such and such, that fuck with such and such, that fuck with his cousin, baby mama, sister, auntie, uncle, baby. And she got it. That's how I got back to me. Bitch, you can't even be sure this is theirs. Like, did you really? So, Mud kept saying, I did it right. Fuck what y'all talking about. I did it right. Y'all can sit up here and dwell on that shit. But I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait on the phone call for little cousin Juju to let me know that the motherfucker that did that shit, the mama dead. Okay. Okay, Curly. So, after they find out these people dead and they found out what Mom did, now they all in the house trying to figure out a way to remove this shit, to try to stop it. So apparently cousin Juju, baby sister, auntie mama, auntie baby, told this relative what was going on and what Mons and Mons family was doing. Even though it was just Mons, word got back, there was Mons, Reese, and Roxana all working together to hex this one person. And the word got back. And this one person sent the hex back to them. So, not to mention the one that backfired on them, they lost the house. All the money that they had frozen in accounts. Apparently, IRS has something to do with that shit, which they never had IRS problems, but all of a sudden the IRS got something to do with that shit. They lost the house. Ain't neither one of them ever been able to hold a baby past 6 months. They don't even really speak to each other now. Mon's still working the root shit. She still want revenge, but apparently, from word of family member down there in New Orleans, this one lady that put this hex on their mama is so fucking strong. Apparently, like this is the Marie Laveau of motherfucking 21st century. Like she's so fucking strong. The grandmama and them didn't even know how to stop this woman, and this woman sent this shit back to them. I'm talking about every pet they ever had died. Every man that ever came into their motherfucking life stayed one day, didn't love them, didn't care about them, didn't want to be around them, hated them. So once I asked the person that I was speaking to about this situation, what the fuck is that? What could cause something like that? And it's called the Black Widow spell.
Why would you tell me?
So basically, it's not like they can look it up. Not like they gonna find it. This is some shit that's probably hidden in somebody's back damn garage in the swamps in New Orleans. Some goddamn well, they ain't gonna find this shit. But anyway, yeah, basically, it's called like the Black Widow curse. If you wanna know, okay, think about Eve's Bayou. You remember the auntie from Eve's Bayou? How she kept having them men in her life, but they always kept dying, and she called herself the Black Widow. She said, everybody called me the widow because I can't keep a man. These women couldn't have children. These women couldn't keep a man. No house, no money, everything just ripped, just snatched away from them. All three of them had everything snatched away from them, no pets, nothing. And after all of that went down, after nothing else could possibly be taken from them, their lives was taken. All three of them on the same fucking day, in the same car accident, on the same stretch of road, with no other cars on it, just them. And when the police got to the scene, it was just their car, crunched the fuck up as if it had hit a brick fucking wall, but there was nothing in the street. No evidence of another car, no evidence of a wall jumping out the fucking sky and landing right in front of their car, no evidence of nothing. Police are still baffled on how the car got towed up like that, even though they never hit shit. They never hit anything. The car was found in the middle of the road. There was no skid marks from it being pushed or slingshotting from a tree and being shot off into the road. No brake marks, nothing. Nothing. It's as if all three of them was in the car driving and an invisible wall was there and they slammed right into that shit because no brakes, no skid marks on the street from brakes trying to stop. So it's not like it was an animal in the road they hit. Nothing. Nothing. No sign of nothing, guys.
There was definitely no sign of life.
Nothing. No wall, no car, no animal. Just them in a crunched up ass car that looked like it slammed into a wall doing about 150 miles per hour. Yeah. So, apparently that lady that they was fucking with, she is, put it like this, the word how old this woman is and it's not even known on how old this woman is. Some people say this woman is in her 90s. Some people say this woman like 130 years old. This woman age ain't even fucking known. So
My guess was around 142 or so.
there's no fucking telling. But that is why you don't play with that shit if you ain't doing it right. Mons had no idea she was fucking it up, or she was just too pissed off to remember how they used to do it to know that she was supposed to add their blood. But anyway, Reese Mons and Roxana didn't make it past 25, 26. Mm-mm.
Moral of
Their
the
lives
story.
was cut real short.
Moral of the story.
The moral
Treat
story is
others how
don't.
you want to be treated. Because you
Nah,
don't know what
moral
they can
story is don't dab and shit you don't know nothing about. Don't dab and shit they don't know nothing about. Their aunt told me the story, Madison. Their aunt now lives in Savannah, and she told the story. And she decided to move to Savannah because she says the energy from the spirit world is strong there, and if she has any chances on finding out what happened or who did what to her nieces and her sister, then that was the only way to figure it out is to get down there and commune. So.
That's that.
That's the end of your second story, guys. It's hanging to the left and a little short, but I got a remedy for it.
You're done.
Shut up, leave it alone. You wouldn't understand the damn joke, no way. You weren't in here when I told it the first time. So, yeah, I don't know, Sade. I just know the aunt is, she has an altar. She keeps an altar in her home for her nieces and her sister. And she was explaining some of the candle stuff to me about what different candles meant and why she burned them. Why is it so important to burn them at the time that she burned them and the day that she burned them? So, and I asked her, has she spoken to her relatives since she moved down there and started doing what she's doing? And she says she's spoken to her sister a couple times, but it's never full sentences. She said when she see her sister like she's screaming something at her, but only half of the words to come out. It'll be like, help me, I, so she'll see her mouth doing a lot of moving, like she's saying a lot, but she'll only catch pieces of the conversation. So she's still working at it though. Yeah. So I'm sorry, India. I'm sorry if I made y'all sad, but that when I heard the story, I didn't even so much as get sad. It just scared me. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, whoa. Like you have to really be careful with what you do. Yes, I did enjoy myself in Savannah. And I think I seen a ghost. It was so funny, but I was so pissed off because I didn't have my phone. I think I seen a ghost, y'all. Like, I really think I saw a ghost in our hotel. I'm not even tripping. But I didn't have my phone. So I was like, damn it. Like, okay, so we was in a hotel and I was going to get ice because me and Aunt brought us some shit, some wine. So I was going to get ice. So I went out into the hallway with the ice bucket all by myself. The ice was down by the elevators. So that was like 10 rooms in between my room and the ice machine. So, okay, I got a little bucket and I'm walking because I did my research and this hotel ain't supposed to be fucking haunted. But I'm doing my walking and I got my little bucket and I'm walking down now. And when I get down to the ice machine, I push the button and the ice machine go, but don't no ice come out. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I hit the side, bro, because you know how we think hitting shit fix everything. So I hit the side, boom, push the button again. I'm like, what the fuck? And then as I'm finna hit it again, this dude behind me was like, you doing it wrong. And I looked back and he was like, you gotta hit the button and then hold it. I'm like, this some nigga rig shit. You must live in this hotel because don't no average person just know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, you just gotta hit the button and then hold it. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I turn around, I'm like, boom, push the button, and the ice started coming out. And I'm like, pre-shot. Y'all, this is a long fucking hallway. I didn't hear no doors close. I didn't hear the elevator doors open. I'm standing in the hallway. It's not like you had to go into a room for the ice. I'm standing in the fucking hallway. The ice is like a damn drink machine. It's like right here in the fucking hallway. So I'm standing here and I push it and time the ice started. He had just told me that time the ice started. And I looked back, he was gone. I didn't hear a hotel door open. I looked up and down the hallway. There was nobody. The elevator doors didn't boom and the door opened up. None of that shit. None of that shit. I didn't even hear him walk away. None of that shit. And I come back in the room with the bucket of ice and I'm like, um, babe. And he like, what? Never mind. You won't believe me. I ain't have my camera. You ain't gonna believe me. What? I was like, so there was a ghost dude in the hallway helped me get ice. He like, the fuck? Fuck. It's a ghost dude in the hallway. He helped me get ice. Are you serious, babe? I'm like, babe, I'm so fucking serious. It's a ghost dude in the hallway. He helped me get ice. All right, that's what's up. Tell him I said appreciate it. Okay. All right. That's what's up. And I never seen old boy again. Never seen him not now another time. Hmm. I didn't see him no more, y'all. I'm talking about and it would have been just it would have been dumb just to ask the fucking, lady in the front desk, hey, you seen a dude? Because a lot of people in the fucking hotel. I'm pretty sure she's seen 1,000 dudes. So it wasn't need to ask him. But I know, y'all, I know for a fact this motherfucker didn't go in no room. He damn sure didn't catch the elevator. And he couldn't sprint down the hallway that fucking fast. So yeah, I think I caught me one. I just couldn't take pictures of it, and I was hella pissed off. I was like, damn, I should have had my camera. One time I ain't got my damn phone with me. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm finna give y'all the last and final story of the night. So if you guys are ready for the last story of the night, thumbs up the live. Thumbs up. Let me see. Wow. Let's see who's all ready. Yep, restore. What is going on?
Your Wi-Fi messing up?
Yes.
Dang.
Did you do something?
No. And if I did do something, I would have to be over there to mess with the Wi-Fi box, but I'm not. Wait.
Not on my life.
No
I
copy.
don't know what the hell going on. Why is it acting stupid? That makes no sense.
No, wait.
Okay, so I'm assuming y'all don't put y'all thumbs up because I can't see it on my chats. I don't know why. Do I have any super chats? Nope. Top chats. Was my bodyguard on the trip? Yeah, sure was. I felt so protected. Girl, I was drinking. He was drinking the whole damn trip. I was gonna have to protect him. He was drinking the whole damn trip. So, all right, guys. Here we go for the last story of the night. So before I tell this last story, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight on my story time and hearing about all the creepy shit I experienced in Savannah. Thank you guys for catching these stories. Thank you for all the superstar stickers. We're back. Superstar stickers are now accepted on YouTube again. Yes, yes, yes. We're back. So thank you guys for all of that. I love it so much. So I'm going to go ahead and end y'all last story time of the night. And here we go. Our last story has Kwani, Fred, and Brenda. Kwani, Fred, and Brenda. I think it's like just I guess too many people on at one time. That's probably why it's doing that. Tell you the answer to what, twin? Oh, what's the difference between hoodoo and voodoo? I'm sorry, because you know my computer is acting up right now. So, voodoo is basically the religion. Pure, uncut, no chaser, straight from Africa, Haiti, Aruba. That's voodoo. Hoodoo is the watered down, flavor-aid version of voodoo. That's the difference.
Voodoo is flavorized voodoo.
Like put it like this: voodoo is Kool-Aid, hoodoo is flavor-aid.
Oh.
That ought to help you understand a little bit. I gotta keep switching these things just to see. Thank you, Shartavia. I didn't even know you had gave me a superstar stick. I'm so sorry, love. I just seen it. My chat is acting real dumb right now. Yeah, flavor aid. Yes, flavor aid. So after all those different mixtures of the different religions and everybody bringing a piece of the pie to the plate, it became flavor aid and it became hoodoo. The media changed it to hoodoo, but straight up voodoo, that is the pure white girl. That is the sugar booger with no cut. That is that boy, okay? So yeah, that's the difference. With so many people. Happy birthday, Christina! Oh, she 20, girl. Turn up, girl. Get your ass out your mama house. Find a club to get in, girl. Twerk till your knees hurt, bitch. Take all the shots in the world and then have your mama come pick you up in the middle of the damn night from the club, drunk as shit, so she can take you to Waffle House and you can get you some steak and eggs while you real fucking drunk that you only eat half of and throw up the rest of it until you get home and wake up the next morning in your fucking club clothes, bitch, with throw up on your dress. That is how you do your birthday. That is how you do your birthday. That is how you do your birthday. So, if you don't wake up with throw up dry on your neck, bitch, and your fucking knees ain't skint up from falling in your heels, and you ain't still dressed in your party dress from last night, girl, you did not have a good time for your birthday. Those are all key signs to let you know your birthday was the shit. Okay. If at least one of them ain't going on, you didn't have a good birthday. I'm sorry, Magenta. I love the kids, but it's her birthday, honey. She grown. She can hear all this advice. Okay. Look, that was on me. Okay, that's how you supposed to do your birthday. Bring it all the way in, drunk, half hungry, half belligerent, Now she rolling on the floor right now. I'm for real, bitch. I'm talking about your knees supposed to be skint up. One of your heels should be fucking broke. It should be dry throw up on your fucking clothes. You should wake up at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the same fucking outfit from last night. Head banging, bitch, with a half a cup of orange juice from the Waffle House on the side of your damn bed. That's the turn up. That's the turn up. You wake up like that, you just roll over in the bed and look up at the sky, you be like, boy, that shit was the bomb. And you know you did your damn thing for your birthday, boo. I'm telling you, now too old for that. I might break a ball. Girl, don't break a ball. Don't break a ball.
You put a lot of detail into it, like you speaking from experience.
Oh, boo, please believe, from 18 to 22, I ain't remember none of them birthdays the next morning. I ain't even lying. I fought motherfuckers and didn't even know I had beat their ass. The next morning, I was calling them like, bitch, when we gonna smoke? They like, I don't fuck with you, bitch. You be fun. You be turning up, bitch. You hit me in my face last night. Like, damn, I did.
My bad.
I ain't even do that. You know how it is when I get that brown liquor in me, girl. You know I still love you.
That's
Come right
all.
on over here and I kiss your black eye. I'm so sorry. Drunk as shit. Didn't even know you done beat the sleeves off your friend, girl. You know I still love you. Bring your ass over here so I can kiss your black eye. Okay, now if you don't wake up with fries on your chest, you did it wrong.
And it better not be that dog looking water. That dog looking make it.
I told you when that dog looking make it fight, but so if you don't wake up like that, baby, I don't know what the hell you did with your birthday. Like, don't be sitting there around your mama. Let McNasty sit her ass in the house and watch me, and you go get told what we call the fuck up. Okay, don't even just throw up your fingers, girl. Going out the door. All right, let me go ahead and get this last story for you guys. All right, so Kwani, Fred, and Brenda, this is you guys' story. I wonder why this is acting a fucking fool. Since I think your ass is taking over the Wi-Fi. Okay, because I cannot see my comments. Thank you, Shartavia. I can't see my comments, y'all. She said maybe next year. Next year, girl. Girl, why put off what you could do today to next year? Girl, next year ain't guaranteed to anybody. Get your ass out the house. Go turn up. Get your ass out your mama's face. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Now I woke up with a whole plate of one of my bed. Girl, I woke up one year with weave in my hand and don't even know where the fuck it came from. It wasn't even it wasn't a track missing out my head. I don't even know where the fuck weed came from. I just woke up and it was like a track in my hand, bitch. Like 19 years old. I don't even know where it came from. To this day, I still can't tell you where that goddamn track came from. I really can't tell you where that shit came from. Okay, so Kwani, Fred, and Brenda. So Fred is the father of Kwani and Brenda. And they live in Savannah. He bought a condo in the Savannah area that is also built on top of dead bodies because everywhere is fucking built on top of dead bodies in Savannah, apparently. So yeah, so he gets this condo in the Savannah area by the Savannah Square, and people tell him, of course, he's seen the movie, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. So he's seen the movie. Of course, he was like, oh my God, I've seen this movie. Ever since I seen this movie, I wanted to move down here. The trees are so pretty because they got like the hanging trees, and it's real relaxing, calm looking and shit. So he was like, I couldn't wait to come down here and see this is where they filmed and found some of the locations and stuff. And And he moved down there. He got a condo because he felt like, based off seeing this show, this was like a real homey community type house. You know what I'm saying? Type of town. So that's what he do. He he goes to get a house, and when he first get ready to move in, Brenda and Kwanzi meet two kids that stay downstairs, and their dad was outside with them working on his truck, and they meet him and they start playing with the kids, and then Fred comes outside and he sees the dad out there, and he introduces himself. I'm new to the area. I just moved with my daughters here to go eat.
Thank you.
I just moved down here with my daughters. Are like any good places for kid things to do down here? And the dude was telling him about some places and everything, and he was like, what apartment are you in? And he told him what apartment he was in, and the dude just looked at him real funny, like, shh. And he was like, what's wrong? He was like, man, I don't want to freak you out. I don't want to talk. I don't want to freak you out. And Fred was like, what's the problem? He was like, and he looked back and he seen the kids was kind of close, so he was like, come over here with me. And he walks over there and he was like, you know what our building used to be back in the day, right? And Fred is like, no, what the fuck was it? He was like, man, it was an old children's hospital down here. This building right here. Really? He's like, yeah. Like back in the day, this was an old children's hospital. The whole third floor was like the burn unit. Like they done turned this whole children's hospital into a condo. So he like, really? Yeah. He was like, and I don't want to creep you out. I don't want to creep your daughters out, but I'm just gonna let you know, cause you don't know what's going on. But sometimes you may hear kids running through your house, or you may hear giggling when your own children ain't home. Fred like, bro, go on with the bullshit. And the man looked at Fred serious as shit. He said, I'm not playing with you, sir. I'm serious. He said, we've been living in this condo for a year. He said, all my neighbors have complained. We've all complained. He said, but ain't no need in us moving because the whole damn Savannah's like this. And the dude like, Fred is like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Because all I seen is good things about Savannah on TV. What the fuck are you talking about? And he tell Fred the history on how them dead bodies and shit they living right there on top of. Fred was floored. He couldn't believe that shit. He said, I'm just letting you know, I don't want you to be freaked out, scare your kids and all that shit, but it do be kids running around in their apartments. He was like, you will hear some really weird shit. Staying here. Okay, whatever. So Fred took notice, but he never said anything. So that night, when it was time, for them eating everything, they ate dinner. And while they were eating dinner, they had the TV on, but it wasn't up too loud, but the TV was on. And while they're eating, they hear beep, 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 beep. They just keep hearing it. And it's like, Fred is like, is that coming from the TV? And Connie is like, I don't know. It sounds like it's coming from the TV. So Brenda just gets up and goes over and turns the TV off, and she's walking back to the table when you hear beep, beep. At this point, everything is off. So Fred stands up and he looks around the room, and then you hear beep, and then it stops. Fred like, did one of y'all leave a radio on or something upstairs? And they like, no. Is your TV on? No. Because they getting scared. No, we waiting. What's the next excuse? No, it's not the TV. No, it's not the fucking radio. Next, come on, give us something. Oh, we finna be freaked the fuck out. Give us something. So he like, maybe it's one of y'all toys going off in the closet or something. And instantly everybody start to think, which one of my fucking toys make that noise? I don't think one of my toys make that fucking noise. What are you talking about? It's not my toy. Like, they're getting kind of scared. So he like, it's okay. It was probably one of y'all toys or my phone making a weird noise or something. And Kwani and Brenda looking at each other like, I ain't never heard Daddy phone make that goddamn noise before. What is he talking about? But anyway, he like, come on, let's finish eating so we can go downstairs and get into bed. So they finish eating. They go upstairs. And they get to bed. Now he has Brenda and Kwani in the same room. They have two twin beds, and then he has his room. So while he's in his room watching TV, it's about 11:30, 12 o'clock. He's watching TV, and then he hears footsteps running down the hallway. So he peeks out his door to see who it is, and it's Kwani and Brenda flying up the fucking hallway, like running. They ain't even crying or screaming. They ain't saying shit. They just running. So he like, what are y'all doing? They run and dive straight in his bed and grab him. And when he feel them, they are shaking. Like he can feel them trembling. And he like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And Kwani like, it's a doctor in our room. So what? It's a doctor in our room. It's a dog in y'all room. It's a doctor in our room. A doctor? Yes. Now these kids didn't even hear the story at all. But this is what they telling Fred. It's a doctor in our room. It's a man in y'all room? Yeah, it's a doctor. He like a doctor, daddy. It's a doctor in the room, daddy. So Fred jumps up, he grabs his pistol and he cocks it and he goes on down there. He tells them stay in the room, lock the door. I'll be back. If y'all hear anything, don't open the door for nobody. Just call the police. So he goes on down there and he goes into their room and he look and he don't see nothing. He checks downstairs, check all around. He don't see nothing. He come back upstairs. He knock on the door. They open the door. You seen the doctor, daddy? I don't see nobody in the room, baby. It was a doctor in there, daddy. I'm not going back in there to sleep. They both saying they don't want to go back in there and sleep. So he like, y'all can sleep in bed with me then. Okay, fine. So he put them both in the bed and he get back in the bed and he started watching TV. They doze right off. So he gets up. They go to the bathroom. When he goes to the bathroom, he's standing at the toilet pissing. While he's standing at the toilet pissing, he hears, paging Dr. Such and Such, paging Dr. Such and Such. Like, what the fuck? Got a damn intercom in here, what the hell? So he looking around and he don't see nothing. He chops it up to maybe the TV. Maybe it's the TV. He goes back into his bedroom and he get on the bed and he's sitting down and he watching TV. And then he sees what looks like an old man holding a fucking, what they call them thing, a pole with the fluids on it and a hospital gown, walk straight past his doorway. He sits up in the bed and he looked like, what the fuck was that? He jumps back up again. He grabs his gun. He creeps to the door. He looks out and he sees this old man been in the corner. So he like, hey, whoever you is, you better get out of my house because I got a gun and I'll shoot. But don't nobody say nothing. He goes on down the hallway and he been in the same corner that the man been. And he looks down his stairs to his living room, but he don't see nothing. So he comes back into the room and he gets back on the bed. While he's on the bed, he hears the pole rolling on the hardwood floor in the hallway. Coming back down the hallway, he hears this pole. And he jumps up and he grabs his gun because he's like, I'm finna shoot this motherfucker. Time he come around the corner with that goddamn pole, I'm gonna bust his ass. So he's standing there and he listening. And he hears the pole getting closer to his doorway. And right when the pole sounds like it's right there at his door, he spins around with his gun out. Ain't nobody there. He like, the fuck? So at this point, he's scratching his head trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, man. So he get ready to come back in the room. When he come back in the room, Kwani's up. She like, Daddy, what's wrong? He like, nothing, baby. Going back to sleep. She like, I gotta use the bathroom. And when she said she gotta use the bathroom, all of a sudden Brenda ain't sleep no more. I'm thirsty. All right, go on to the bathroom. You go on to get you some water. So they go. He's in the bed, wait on them to come back. Kwani flushes the toilet. She come back in the room, jump back in the bed. It's taking Brenda a long time. Taking Brenda a long time to come from downstairs. So he tell Kwani, go downstairs and get your sister. She's taking forever. Maybe she can't, turn the water on or something. Go down there and check on your sister. Okay. So Kwani jumps out the bed and she goes on down the stairs. He's sitting in the bed waiting for them to come back. Good 6 minutes go by and he like, what the fuck? So he like, Kwani, Brenda, hey, you guys good? Hey, come, we all at? And they don't say shit. So he says it again. Brenda, Kwani, y'all come on back upstairs and get in the bed now. It's late. So he still don't hear nothing. They still don't say shit. He goes downstairs and he goes towards the kitchen, and they're both standing in the kitchen facing him. And he like, what the hell? Didn't y'all hear me calling y'all? Come on back upstairs and get in the bed. And they just standing there, eyes big as shit. And he like, what's wrong? And he walk over, he grab him. What's wrong? Are you okay? Breathe. Are you okay? What's wrong? And they just not saying nothing. Eyes are just big as shit. And he looks around to grab a phone, and when he turns around, he sees what the fuck they are looking at. And his whole living room looks like a waiting room. It is spirits all over the fucking living room. People, like, he see people sitting on the couch holding bloody rags to their head. It's people walking around with fucking poles in their hands with fluids and shit all around. He's now the beeping, beep, beep. That shit starting to happen again. And the girls just grab his leg. They scared. They like, Daddy, who is all these people? What is going on? And Fred can't believe this shit. He is just looking at everything. And it really like a fucking hospital in his living room. Like, people are sitting there with blood on their head and, you know, with family members comforting them. It's okay, it's okay. And just as clear as y'all can see me right now, these people are sitting in his fucking living room just like this. And he sees all these folks in his living room, and they lined up, and some of the folk were like lined up, like facing the entryway out of the living room. Like, they was lined up, and he looks around and he see like the motherfuckers lined up all the way down the hallway, and he just can't believe this shit. And he looking at them, and Kwani like, Daddy, I think we should leave. And he turns around and he bend down to pick, like, scoop both of them up. And he turns back around, and everybody that was in the fucking living room is now standing in front of Fred this goddamn close, looking at Fred. And the girls, when they see it, they just turn their head back and put their eyes into his shoulder. They don't want to see nothing. They just start crying, Daddy, make him leave. Make him leave, Daddy. And Fred is froze. He is just standing there. He don't know what to do. He don't know what they finna do. He is just standing there, holding them like the fucking mannequin challenge. He don't want to move. He just, only thing moving on Fred is his eyes. He's watching everybody. And all these sick people are like coming closer. They getting close to the girls. And he's just like froze. He cannot move. He is scared as shit. They crying. He just trying to calm them like, it's okay. Just close your eyes. It'll go away. Just close your eyes. It'll go away. And he's standing there with his eyes closed because he don't want to move. He don't know what the fuck gonna happen. And he opens his eyes, and it's like everybody's gone except for the one that was holding his head. And he has this rag over his head. And Fred is just looking at this man in the eyes. And this man is looking at Fred like he hate Fred. Like he don't even know Fred, but he hate Fred. And he's still holding this bloody rag over his head. And then he moves the rag, and it's like blood just started to gush down his face. And he pulls up a revolver pointed right at Fred. And then you hear, pow! Loud as hell. And Fred just jumped, and he holds on to them. They just start to scream. And Fred just runs. He runs straight out of the fucking house. He runs downstairs to the dude that the neighbor he talked to. He is banging on this man's door, like, please, ringing the doorbell, please, 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 please. And the dude comes to the door. He like, what the fuck? Why are you ringing my doorbell like that? And the man just looked at Fred, and he could tell from the way Fred was shaking and his kids was crying. He just already knew. He was like, yeah, you've experienced something, ain't you? Fred was like, please, can we please just stay? Like, man, I know you don't even know me like that, but please, I pay you. Can we please just stay down here tonight? And the dude was like, my house ain't no better. I hate to tell you, my house ain't no better. He like, the same shit that goes on in your house goes on in my house, goes on in the neighbor house, goes on in the people downstairs house too. It's no running from this shit. It's here. Like, I can't let you, if I let you in my house, you going to experience probably the same shit. And your kids still ain't going to get no sleep, and you still going to be terrified. Like, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do to help you. Fred was like, what do I do? And the dude was like, it's a hotel, you know, on down the street. You might want to call and see if they got any rooms, but I can let you in. I mean, but you ain't gonna get no rest. You're gonna deal with the same shit down here that you were dealing with upstairs. And Fred was just like, this is bullshit. So he got in his car, he went and got a hotel, and he came back the next day, and he told that neighbor, he said, I can't do this. It's not gonna work for me. I can't do this. And the neighbor looked at him, he said, you clearly aren't from Savannah, are you? And he was like, hell no. He was like, I've seen, the movie of Garden of Good, and I just thought it would be a beautiful place to live. He was like, but this is not what the fuck I signed up for. And neighbor started laughing. He was like, yeah, that's normally how people respond that ain't from here. He was like, but if you from here, you done seen ghosts all your damn life. So it don't creep us out no more. He was like, but everybody knew that comes in that's not from Savannah, and they move into this building, only lasts like 2 days before they gone. He was like, that's why the landlord has a clause, like a little 4-day clause. If you don't like the apartment within them 4 days, you can leave. He was like, that's why he put the clause in place, because he got tired of contracts being broken about the fucking condo. So he put the clause in place. So you had 4 days to stay in that condo, and after that 4th day, if your ass didn't come and say, I don't want to move here, you stuck. You stuck there for a year. So good thing it was a clause in place, because Fred was like, fuck that. Fred was not finna do it. Fred decided to move his family to Atlanta. He said they can have that Savannah shit. The girls didn't want to go back. They didn't want to live there no more, and they still remember what they saw. They still remember everything. Right now, they still remember all of that shit. So it traumatized the fuck out of them little girls. He said his daughters wouldn't sleep by themselves or in the dark for 3 years after that. They constantly slept in the bed with him. Ain't no girlfriends coming over. Ain't no wood being passed out tonight, because the babies are definitely in the bed cock blocking. So 3 years, them babies had PTSD behind that one experience. So yeah, if you ain't from there, you might not want to go move there unless you love talking to spirits and shit, and you ain't scared of it. Then hey, have at it. But if that ain't your cup of tea, don't ride your ass down there. Don't even try to go that way. I'm telling you. Man. That name brother too. Hey, mama brother. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Yeah. He didn't stay there. He moved to Atlanta. He felt like coming to Atlanta would probably be best. So he moved to Atlanta, and he gave the condo up. Funny part about it is, the landlord, when he told the landlord he was giving the condo up, the landlord didn't even didn't break a sweat behind that shit. He was like, okay. And Fred was like, damn, that was just easy. He's like, oh no, it's fine, because it's a waiting list. Like, it's a waiting list of people trying to get into here because they know it's haunted. It's a waiting list of people trying to move in. And, I guess Fred was thinking he going to lose out on a tenant, because, nah, bro. Actually, I can replace everybody in this motherfucking building 3 times with the waiting list I got. He like, people move into the building because some of these folks want to partake in the ghosts. Some of these folks want to do ghost hunts and have that shit right at home for them. So he told him, Fred, yeah, drop the key. Go right ahead. In my hand, I'll take them. Thank you very much. You and your babies can move the fuck on, and I can give it to somebody that want the damn apartment and don't mind the damn ghost. And that's how they live in Savannah. Everybody that got a house in Savannah done seen a ghost, lived around a ghost, lived with a ghost, shared a house with a ghost, and it don't scare them at all. Like, it don't freak them out at all. People have been, people say they seen slave ghosts on the streets with chains on their fucking arms and raggedy, dirty clothes and shit. And it's like a bus will go by. And by the time the bus gone, you don't see it no more. It's just gone. They said shit like that happen all the time in Savannah, like all the fucking time in Savannah. So lately, they ain't got shit on Savannah, y'all. Lately, they ain't got shit on Savannah. Savannah is buried on top of people, and they don't give a fuck. And like when that yellow fever shit happened and they had to bury all those people and shit, sometime when that yellow fever shit happened, they called themselves trying to save folk. So if you had yellow fever and that shit started to make your arm turn gangrene, they will cut your fucking arm off to try to stop the shit from spreading. So how do you bury 600-700 arms and feet? How the fuck do you bury them? You can't put no marked grave for that shit. I'm dumping 700 feet and asses in this grave without people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say, here lies the feet of Samuel and Dave and John and Tay Tay and Mikey. No, no. It's just one big massive ass grave with body parts in that shit that they also concreted over and put the fucking road down there. So yeah, you wonder why you hearing feet running around your goddamn house. Well, that's probably why. Because some massive fucking graves with nothing but feet, ass, and elbows in it. And it's just running around your goddamn house with no tops, no bottoms, no sides, no middles, none of that shit. Just a bunch of fucking feet running around your goddamn house. Mass grave. 600 limbs. Because the people weren't dead. They were still suffering from that shit. They were just cutting off shit trying to keep it from spreading. So the folk wasn't dead. So you couldn't put here lies James' arms along with Maggie's feet and little Tay-Tay's elbow. No, you couldn't do that shit. You just dumped all that shit in one grave, covered it up, and didn't even put a fucking marker on that shit. Just covered it up. There you go. And then they moved all them headstones to put a whole fucking road and houses and condos and apartments right over them folk. Just disrespectful as shit. Just went on and made little John them asshole and elbows a part of the fucking road. Now he a part of 79th Street around this motherfucker. Your feet a part of East Main Street and shit. Your elbow a part of West Congress Drive and all this bullshit. Yeah, and you know it's a Martin Luther King Boulevard every fucking well. So your asshole, elbows, and toes is a part of Martin Luther King Boulevard. And they don't give a shit. It's not like they around here saying, no, we didn't do that. No, that's exactly what the fuck we did. And if you go over there and you feel a bump when you ride over it, maybe a toe sticking out the goddamn ground. Like, are you fucking serious? So, yeah, that's exactly what the man told me. He said, if I get to riding down West Congress and I feel a bump, it's probably because I'm running over somebody's asshole, feet, toes, or elbows in the fucking street, because that's what's all out there up on the street. Oh, fuck using dirt. We using people. We just put people down. We just lay my man ass right on down on the street and lay little John over there on the side of West Congress and put roll right over their ass. And at least you sorry sons of bitches could have at least named the street after us. You don't put the whole fucking street over our asses. Couldn't it be Keena's Court or some shit? Or little Tay-Tay's Town or some shit? Or little Bernard Boulevard? Like, why the fuck you just gonna run up? Disrespectful, boy. And you wonder why the motherfucking souls and spirits were running around that motherfucker still mad. Cause a bitch can't move on without her pinky toe that's up on the West Congress Road. That's why I can't fucking move on. That's why I'm still walking around in goddamn shackles and shit all around River Street. Cause I need my toe and it's up on the motherfucking West Congress Boulevard. You gonna get it for me so a bitch can go home? No. No, we're not digging up the road to give you your toe. No. So yeah. Yeah, all that shit is right on up on Savannah. So have at it. I know that's one place I don't want to be when they start destroying shit and rebuilding shit and renovating shit. Because, boy, that shit gonna look straight out of the fucking poltergeist. Straight out of the poltergeist. All them goddamn bodies gonna start rising to the top, coming all up out that dirt and shit. Right there, that's where that shit gonna start at. Because there's some pissed off spirits down there. I would be pissed off too. I don't even blame them. I don't even blame them. If they showed up and they wanted to take revenge, I wouldn't even blame them. I'd grab me a bag of popcorn and sit my ass down and wait and see how many motherfuckers survive the night. Because that's some disrespectful shit. I hate walking on top of people's graves. I feel like it's disrespectful just to walk on top of somebody's grave. And you put a whole West Congress Boulevard on my ass? You put a whole Martin Luther King Boulevard on my ass? I'm done. I was done. I was done with the tour when that man said, we are riding on bodies right now. I started to tell that bitch, pull this bus over to the nearest non-body having boulevard, bitch, so I can get my ass off. Because I swear the ancestors gonna turn this goddamn bus over while we on it. I swear. That's how I felt. I felt like the ancestors gonna grab them tires and throw that shit while we was all on that bus together. I'm telling you, I scared out my fucking mind. That man said that shit. I was scared. I was like, damn. I thought Atlanta was reckless and rude. Savannah don't give a fuck. Savannah don't give a whole fuck. You want to go to the city historian and be like, look, my great aunt lived down here in like 1816. Do you have any paperwork or any information on where she might be buried? Yeah, take your ass to the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and West Congress Boulevard and stand in the middle of the motherfucking road and stop traffic and then look down. You'll be standing right on top of her ass. Mm-hmm. So when that motherfucker started screaming about, oh yeah, we wanted to, make the city look beautiful, so we decided to make the graveyard smaller. So we took all the tombstones and moved them, but we left the bodies and built on top of the bodies. Did that motherfucker say what I think he just said? Did he really just say what the fuck I think he just said? Like, did he really just fucking say that? He really said that. He really said that. Mm-hmm. He really said that. And he was serious as fuck. So I was like, yeah, all they highways, all that shit, on top of people. Reckless. So yeah, a lot of folks died from yellow fever down there. Your ass is probably up on the road too. They had a lot of murders to go on down there. A lot of prostitutes get killed. They had exorcisms. All that good shit to go on down there. Honey, the book tells it all, honey. And I was just like, these motherfuckers are disrespectful as hell. And then y'all wonder why all these houses and shit y'all got are fucking haunted. Yeah. They wonder why. This is why. Y'all look at this chapter. Look what that shit say. Do y'all see that shit? They moved the headstones, y'all. They ain't hiding this shit. It's right here in the book. Yep, we moved the headstones. And what? They don't give a shit. That whole chapter. We moved the headstones. So why the fuck is we spending all this money on insurance that y'all don't guarantee we gonna be buried? How y'all can't guarantee my ass won't be part of 285? Can anybody guarantee I'm not gonna be part of 285? Because you can't guarantee me that shit. So I'd rather be cremated. Throw my ass in the air. I'd rather be cremated. Because this is yeah, all of that, honey, lost everything. Ah. But yes, that was you guys' story times for the night and all the creepy shit that happened in Savannah and it's still going on in Savannah, honey. I'll give y'all some more stories when I get through reading this shit. But yes. I'm talking about we got sex, murder, prostitution. We got it all in this goddamn book, honey. Exorcisms, haunted houses, pictures for everything, damn near. Honey. Oh yeah, zombies. Zombies ain't even what we thought zombies were, guys. You remember we were thinking zombies are like people that are dead that come back to life. Not in the book. Zombies are people that done had curses put on them, and it put it like this: it's a curse that's put on you, and it brings you close to death, so close to death that people will bury your ass, and then when you wake up and your heartbeat starts back the way it is. You have no control over yourself. You are now a slave to whoever who did this shit to you. So it's not like you die and then you wake up. No. That's not what a zombie is. A zombie is a motherfucker that has a hex put on them that brings their ass so close to death that people bury your motherfucking ass. Like, yep, little John dead. That's it for his ass. That's all she wrote. Throw the dirt on him and keep the fuck moving. But John wakes up and he comes up out of this dirt. And he goes to the motherfucker that did this to him. And no matter if John see his mama out in the street later on, he ain't gonna respond to his mama. He ain't gonna answer his mama. he gonna only respond to the motherfucker that did that shit to him. That's why they call them zombies, because them motherfuckers are no longer the people you know. So that is why they do it. Oh, I heard about the Hunted Pillar in Augusta, honey. I heard about that one. The Hunted Pillar in Augusta, yeah. And they won't even touch it because they scared to touch that shit. They scared it's bad look. So yeah. In Haiti, yeah. So in Haiti, it's a Haiti spell that they put on people that'll bring your ass so close to death it'll sound like your heart don't even beat no more. And people will literally bury your ass. Like, get the money together, put your ass in the ground. And you will wake up in a coffin, some kind of way, get your ass out of this coffin and out of this dirt, and say Magenta was the one that put this shit on you. You will bring your ass up out of this dirt and you will go straight to Magenta's house. And you will stand in front of her fucking house until she comes out and she tell you what the fuck to do. And you're not gonna move until she tells you what to do. And your mama can walk up and say, come here, baby. Your ass will not move. Your baby mama can come up and say, come here, baby. Your ass will not move. You will not know who those people are. You will not respond to nobody but Magenta. God can walk up behind your ass and be like, come here, my child. Your ass gonna stand right there and wait on Magenta to tell you what to do. That is what a zombie is. So yeah, that Caribbean shit is real. That Aruba shit is for real. So that's what a zombie is. And according to this book, vampires are real. Mermaids are also real. Vampires aren't called vampires in this book. They are called serpents of the devil. They are real. Zombies are real. Mermaids are real. And they ain't like these pretty little area motherfuckers that you see on TV. TikTok is not lying to you when they tell you they some ugly looking motherfucking sirens. Oh yes, that's exactly how they are described in the book. So
alien head, fish body.
Yes, that is exactly how they are described in the book. But in the book, they said the mermaid don't kill it. They take you down there to their little world and teach you their tricks, and then bring your ass back. That's what the book say. It brings you back for your ass to do their bidding on land for them. Your ass might as well be a zombie. Because it's not like you're going to get out that goddamn water and be like, oh shit, I'm late for work. No, your plan is go do exactly what that motherfucking mermaid told your ass to do when you left that goddamn castle and kingdom. And trade, to trade for your ass being a slave for them, they teach you all their tricks. They teach you all the little magic shit they can do. You'll learn all that shit, but your ass won't be able to use it because your mind and your life ain't yours no more. It's theirs. So, according to this book, Haiti has vampires. Haiti has zombies. Haiti has sirens, mermaids, all that shit. It is no bullshit. It is all real. It is all real. It is all fucking real. So, just to let you guys know, put something creepy on your mind before you go to sleep. Make some of y'all motherfuckers watch cartoons before you go to bed, because I know when you be scared, you turn them cartoons on. Yeah. Yeah, they say you become a slave to them. You do they bidding on land, and you don't have no control of your life, and your ass go back into that water to get them whatever the fuck they supposed to get, and you have no control of your life. Even if they let your ass come up out the water and you ain't never got to come back, your ass still don't control your own fucking life. So, I hope you guys enjoy story time. And I so greatly appreciate you guys being here with me. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you guys for being patient with me with my family emergency that I had last week. I greatly appreciate it. I wanted to make sure I came back with a bang for y'all to give y'all these banging ass stories. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And from my family, just roll over there on her phone. Don't worry about her. From my family to your family. I love you guys. And good night and sweet dreams. And don't blame your nightmares on me. I didn't do it. I love you.